episode of our barn rehab and repair series. Today we are going to tear down some wall panels, put up some new wall panels, install some corners incorrectly a few times, but we'll fix it. And then we're going to put up some trim, and finally we're going to finish this barn. Today is the last day. You will see the final review. We finally have the groove 10-foot LP SmartSide panels. The large panels allow us to go floor to ceiling, ground to roof without using Z flashing in between on this front wall.
Oh, watch out! Distance.
You know what? I've been good to you as a sister. I'm not sure why you keep trying to kill me.
I'm not trying.
Are you sure?
Tried to take me out twice in the last one and already once this time.
Yeah, we were smart. Or smart.
Wait, why are you doing conditioning?
And check plumb. Oh, well, didn't you want to start grabbing them from that pile?
Oh yes, you're right.
Oh yes.
This is how you carry it.
It's the most awkward way to carry a panel ever.
I don't know, it feels pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
We are finally getting the panels up. They came pre-finished. We just had to touch up the exposed edges that we cut. The doors were a bit trickier because we were keeping the existing hardware frame. Some areas had to be bent back into shape or hit back into shape. We heated up the metal and moved it so that way we could get it to form a straight line instead of being bowed out at the bottom.
top the bed of your truck. There's a body. Like laying in it to see if I can fit, because I want to get a tundra with like the and then put a cap on it.
Dale said you were hiding?
Yeah, so I can see if I because I want to put like a little bed mattress so I can go camping. The beer is not good for you.
What Rob was trying to explain back there is that when you use a longer crowbar to try and get the piece of wood off, you have more leverage than when you use the tiny crowbar that he just used right there. I'm just always afraid I'm going to fall off the ladder, to be honest.
In the walls, but
How a carpenter does landscaping.
How's that? I already called Renee. And she's like,
A billy
how's
goat?
your back? Is your back all right? And she's like, yeah, why? He goes, because I just stepped on a bunch of cracks.
Oh my. I just stepped on a bunch of crap.
He said just like that too. A bunch of cracks.
Why do you have such animosity towards you?
Oh, hey Dale, make sure that sits flush over there. I can't see it that well. The level needs to be like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
hold it. Make it flush. Is that good?
Good here, good over there.
Yeah, I'm going over here.
is that one thing set up for like,
Is your face set up?
movement?
There's.
What the?
Oh, we changed the depth. That's alright, I got my hammer. Because we were temporarily tacking. Watch your head, I'm gonna hammer.
Show you how to use a hammer. Like,
Well, I've got your head right there. Gosh, I'm trying not to hit you.
Struggle City, nothing better than dangling on a ladder with a heavy nail gun that won't shoot. It needed oil.
It keeps getting jammed. Yeah. You're going over 5 3/4.
Dale and I are going to finish up that front paneling, and Rob is going across the very top with the fascia.
yep, that's plumb.
We wanted to be able to keep things moving, so we called in for backup. Marvin and Abel were kind enough to come and help. They do exterior roofing and siding full time, so they were quick and efficient. Thanks, guys. to Dale and I. We're going to finish up this trim along the gable of the roof line and then some other trim on the corners. The owners of this barn wanted to finish off this little end right here, so we used blocking at the bottom to keep our panels level, which you may have seen us do at the beginning, and we are using the Milwaukee track saw to make our angle cuts, which make things so much easier. We just measure over to the size of our panel, and then we measure our height on the right and the left of the panel, and then lay the track across so we can cut our angle cut. We went around the barn, we checked to make sure the walls were pretty much plumb. We had to plane down some areas where the wood was sticking out a little too far to avoid waves in the wall, and then we would fill in behind anywhere where it was sitting back too far.
Is that? Oh, you like? Can you hold it there real quick?
Oh, yeah, it's heavy.
Sorry, I just wanted to.
It's got to come up a little more if possible. Is there a gap at the bottom if you bring it up or no?
It's like.
Tell me when.
I think that's good.
That's good. Why is it fatter? Why is the quarter trim fatter than the other trim? Why?
I don't know if you can tell in the picture, I tried to get as close as I could, but the corner piece actually sits out further than the trim along the top. So when we finally put the corners on, we found out we made a big mistake. The corners are supposed to go directly onto the framing of the barn. We thought they could go on top of the panels. Because this is an older barn, the corners are not even close to even or plumb or straight. So it made it very difficult to fit the corners on nicely and have an even gap on each side. So we did a little finagling with each of the corners, which you'll see in a little bit, to make sure that we could get them fitting correctly. Next time, order of operation. finally onto another corner. On this corner, the edge of the barn actually dips in at the bottom because of water runoff. And what we found is that I mismeasured. We had to remove and install an entire panel. More trim and a special appearance by Tara. Thanks for your help. We made it to the final corner. The most complicated corner, but after the other two, this one seemed like a piece of cake. Alright guys, this is it. The final touch-ups and then fascia across the back roof, and then actually Brody and I come back and install one little piece of trim and do some touch-ups on all the caulk that Dale does everywhere, because you have to caulk all the little seams in between the LP stuff. All right, here it is. Here's our befores, and then get ready for our afters.
I think I see where Dale caulked.
Dale caulked everything.
He did, well, he didn't do a very good job right here.
Yes, he did. He did a good job. It's hard to caulk that stuff because you can't tool it.
Thank Thank you so much for staying until the end. Please make sure to like and subscribe, because next week we're taking on a brand new barn build all the way from the ground up. See you there.